and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today with me, this is Steph and Docs.
Hello.
And today, much like our last lesson, we're going over another one of the comics that led to one of Mark Millar's movies. Funny enough, also done by Matthew Vaughn, Kick-Ass.
Yes.
And this one is going to be one of those ones where it's mostly, almost entirely one-to-one, but some of the changes are pretty severe changes. And yet there were changes in the movie for the better. Trust me on this. The whole point of the movie initially was to be a complete deconstruction, but it's like it's going to be one of the most cynical books. Not as cynical as Nemesis, which I've gone over a long time ago, but still very cynical.
Okay.
Basically,
Awesome.
it's trying to poke fun at the whole idea about someone decides to be a real-life superhero, and just shows you what will happen.
Yeah.
So we open up with this.
Yep.
Now, have you two seen Kick-Ass? Have you two seen Kick-Ass?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you've never read this, right?
Never.
Okay, we open up with the guy flying, and just like in the movie, whoosh, that's not me.
Oh, it's
And
not.
that wasn't me, by the way. That was just some Armenian guy with a history of.
It's not shown in the
Oh.
comic.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you. I am such an idiot.
No, you're welcome. We just didn't want you to keep going.
I thought I had it up.
There it is.
There we go.
Go.
But look at that cover.
That's cool.
That is cool as hell, though.
But yeah, there's the guy flying. That's not me, by the way. That's just some guy with a history of mental health problems who read about me. And then we jump towards the end when he's getting his balls fried.
Oh, Jesus.
But we then rewind to earlier. His name is Dave Lizewski. I'll just stick with Dave, obviously. Standard geek. And he keeps on, as he said, kick in my bedroom door, and you probably have found me downloading my favorite television show or jerking off to my biology teacher. Mrs. Zane is 44 years old, has 2 grown-up kids, and her husband works in the prison service. But this looks like his math teacher.
That's funny. I know, right, though?
Yep.
Well, there's a bunch of math and science in biology, so.
Yep. And of course, there's him and this girl, the girl he has a crush on, Katie, and everything. Of course, she's like, "You watched my dad drop us off. The guy on the door said you've been hanging around here 3 goddamn hours. What? Get the fuck away from me, you loser. Quit staring at me in class. You're giving me the creeps. Why are we supposed to like this kid already?"
Yeah, right? The fuck?
Yeah.
That's so mean.
Of course, yes, my mother died when I was 14 years old, but she was killed by an aneurysm as opposed to a hitman. You might have hoped for a little, "I will avenge you, mother." But the reality was more like feeling numb and playing video games while my father cried in the next room. Everyone told me it was time to move on. I told him it was time to move on, but he was still so in love that he'd never even think about another woman. He ate the same meal every night, talked about my non-existent future plans, and then he took off for his 10 p.m. night shift. And thus, I'm sure you can see the attraction that comic books held for me. Astonishing X-Men!
That's great.
The stuff
Gotta
makes
have
Buffy
little
look
dots.
like shit. And I say that as the world's numero uno Buffy maniac.
Oh, shit.
And what's interesting is how obsessive I got around exam time, downloading whatever I couldn't afford to buy and spending every spare moment on the comic book message board. I don't remember the exact moment the career plan struck me. It might have been gradual as opposed to one lightning bolt realization. Why do you think no one's ever tried being a superhero before? And yeah, like, I know, because it's impossible. To be fair, it's not as impossible as this comic makes it out to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, technically, no, it's not. You could do it.
There are people who dress up and do it or walk around. They just don't go too overboard with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have seen some people trying to do it in real life, and I mean, they do it. It's like, isn't there a UFC fighter or an MMA fighter that walks around all suited up with a whole name that goes and stops people robbing
Somebody
people?
does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a whole identity.
It's overseas though, right?
Yeah.
think-
Oh, like, does everything have to be about money? Jesus, man, why do people want to be Paris Hilton and nobody wants to be Spider-Man? Man, I bet those girls just want to fuck the shit out of us. But I was obviously just pointing out how no one's paying attention to that. Hey, what are you doing in bed? It's not even 9 o'clock. I'm not feeling very well, Dad. I thought you already left for work. Yeah, well, forgot my key card. Not gonna get very far without that. Sure you're doing okay? Totally. I just felt a little sick in school today and thought I'd go to bed early, see if I can sleep it off. Sure, well, see you in the morning, kid. Love ya. His dad's the only good guy in this book, I'll tell ya.
Okay.
Well, that's
Oh.
not a good sign, though.
There's his costume.
There it is.
First time I ogled myself in the bedroom mirror, I realized how far off the mark the comic book had been. It didn't take a trauma to make you wear a mask. It didn't take your parents getting shot or cosmic or a power ring. Just the perfect combination of loneliness and despair. You are fucking awesome.
You are fucking awesome.
Yep. A genuine thrill. So look, even tries working out at least.
All right. I didn't do a lot of crime fighting in those first few weeks, but there was a lot of posting on the roof.
That's what you would think would happen.
Right. You think you're Spider-Man or Batman hanging around on rooftops for your whole life.
Right.
I do give him props for at least trying to work out.
Right. He's trying.
But he tries to go after these guys just tagging. Up. 3 hobos making a mess. What the fuck do you say? Leave it, man. Man, motherfucker's just high. Oh, tries to fight him off, but they get the best of him.
Kick his ass.
Yep. Even stab him.
Oh,
Jeez.
And then whoosh,
Gets hit by
Dang.
the car. Jeez.
2 broken legs, my spine crushed and dressed like a fucking pervert. My dad was going to kill me. I'll say this though, that's probably the most realistic that would be if you went over your head.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You got stabbed in the chest and hit by a car. That's basically what I looked like laying in the road after my accident.
Yep.
I was trying to pick myself up.
Apparently, someone took the costume out off of him. Like, what were you doing naked in the street? So somehow the costume got off. But turns out we find out he has lost all feelings in his nerves. He can never feel again, which actually will end up helping out as time goes on.
Of course.
He's Ajax from Deadpool.
Right. 'Cause now he can't be hurt physically.
Well, he won't.
You won't
He
feel
can
it.
be hurt, but he
won't
can't feel it. So that means he can't. Because I'll be like, his bones can still break and everything.
Of
Yeah.
course. But
It's just I'd be like, ah!
right. His bones will
Power
break
through.
and he'll just use them. Like
Yep.
he'll just use them.
Of course, he sees his mother like, you're such a selfish boy. Don't you realize that if you die now, poor dad will be all alone? I'm not going to die. That's what I used to say too. Ouch!
Right.
So of course he's gone through 4 operations, 2 months counseling. Oh, and God, please keep me human, and I'll burn those stupid comments that a bunch what if spiders come at him? 3 metal plates in his head.
Damn.
Weeks of rehabilitation. So this still takes him a long time. And sure enough, he burns a bunch of those comics.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. I took 14 different pills a day, but fuck, I wasn't letting those muggers put me in the ground. So first, for people what you think it's cool at first.
Yeah.
But sure enough,
you got
goes
something.
back out there.
How do you get the suit back?
Right.
He rebought a new one.
Okay.
Oh, but then someone, now if you notice how one thing about John Romita, unfortunately, is that the proportions always shift. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
weird.
It's like one scene it looks great, and the next scene it looks
looks like they look like midgets.
standing backwards.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh.
dude on the ground in that last scene, it literally looked like he was backwards.
Yep. But yeah, then of course, Oh, someone's getting beaten up, so he goes in and kicks their butt.
There it is.
And the guy dressed like a superhero fighting Puerto Ricans outside. It's fucking awesome! Like I said, he can't feel anything.
Right. So even though he's getting his ass kicked, he's still kicking their ass too.
My teeth were smashed, my ribs were cracked, and my eyes were beaten so bad I couldn't even see anymore. But I did let him down. Can you believe that? So now the other thing, he actually had someone to fight for.
Right.
And sure enough, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Go to
right.
YouTube. Oh boy, remember flip phones?
Yes. I wanted to get one of the flips or the folds, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't
Yep.
get myself to spend that money.
Yep. And yep, the guy feels like, wow, this is pretty awesome. Now, how did he heal so fast after this?
Right? Like, just because you can't feel
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
know,
mean
right?
it
Like,
heals
yeah, all that
after.
blood and everything, the cuts, his eyes.
Right. There's no
And
way.
probably he got the name Kick-Ass from the video.
the
Now, this is Mr. Genovese, the guy Mark Strong played in the Kick-Ass movie. And yeah, seen the news? No, I haven't seen the news. Take a look. Oh, Jesus, not another one. Now, of course, he's actually meeting, Katie's actually being nice to him and everything. Katie, would you stop talking to your boyfriend and get a little work done? Sorry, Mrs. Zane. What the fuck? Mrs. Zane had called me Katie's boyfriend, and she didn't even argue. But then we find out, turns out the rumors going around, the reason why he got his ass kicked in the first place was for gay stuff.
Oh, no way.
So because of that, Katie thinks that's she's his gay best, and he's her gay best friend.
Oh, that's terrible.
Why in the world would the hottest girl in school be interested in a goofy clown like me? And sure enough, he takes advantage of it.
Of course.
What
That
an
gets him
ass!
close. That gets him close. Some people are just like that. They'll just say what you want to hear.
Yep, but he's manipulating her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I was her sexually non-threatening male companion. The guy she could talk to about clothes, boys, and those boring-ass reality shows. You know the worst part? I was so hot for her that I didn't deny it. I play along because it meant that I could talk to her. I mean, I know, isn't that pathetic? To which I did say also, what does that say about her too, though?
Yeah, exactly. That she didn't even see the truth. She didn't
Yeah.
see he was hitting on her constantly.
Yep. Of course, though, he then claims about those cuts and everything, like, I got mugged again. So that's how he's able to cover it.
Yeah.
We're not, he's like,
Daddy.
we already had one big scare. We're not going through that again. And he gives him mace.
Look at pepper spray, mace.
Yep. But then, of course, I higher up than they look in the comic books. Fuck this, I'm walking. I like it because that's true. They are more far apart than you think.
Oh, hell yeah.
We love you, you crazy motherfucker. Cool. He started a MySpace account. Nowadays it'll be Facebook. So they would tell him about problems. So he's going up there and he's trying to bust his way in there. And, well, yeah, dude, you're going to die. What makes you go this far? And even the girl takes in. But then, hit girl.
That's
Oh, shoot.
awesome. Let's go.
Tough guys, huh? Whooshing. Oh, look at that detail.
Right.
All right, Jeff. Let's see what you can do. Oh, there's Big Daddy.
That's funny.
Recession proof.
Oh my god.
Jesus H. Christ. She was like John Rambo meets Polly Pocket. The corresponding cross with Death Wish 4. She handled these guys, guys like a fucking surgeon. And I still can't believe she was only 10. I'll be honest, the artwork goes from good to what?
Yeah.
Like this year, like what?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, and even she gets killed.
Of course.
What the fuck? Get back, get the hell away from me. This is Pepper Spray. But you relax. We're on the same team, kick-ass. Us superheroes gotta stick together. What? Wait, come back. Are you insane? Get the fuck out of here before the cops show up. We need to talk. No, we don't. Oh, that looks so cool, yet overly simplified.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. High five, kick girl. We did it, hit girl. We did it again, Big Daddy. Who the hell are you people? Fuck off. I couldn't believe my eyes. The way they talked, the way they moved, the way they jumped off buildings without even blinking. These were the real deal. Now, we're already halfway through by this point.
That's funny.
So, yeah, like, did I remember on... Oh, yeah, the people who asked him to confront him, what if she thought this was how I solved the people's problems? Fuck! Uh-oh. All 5 murders will be pinned on me. No way would I be able to stay out of jail. Oh, crap!
Oh, shit. All 5 murders.
I finally took your advice and wrote that personal that we've been talking about. You got a second to check the spelling? You're better at this than I am. Huh. So he's trying to put an ad out. Sure, Dad, no problem. 24 hours before the killings went public. 24 very long hours. But as luck would have it, I wasn't even mentioned. Turns out Eddie Loomis was a well-known dealer, and the cops said at their desk were the latest in a turf war. Wouldn't say I was happy. Delirious is more accurate. So just so she knew I had nothing to do with it. Hell, no need to lie to me, kick-ass. World's a better place without that asshole. No, you don't understand. It was some other superhero, some big guy and a crazy little girl. Relax, honey, I gotcha. The cops don't need to know our little secret. You and I never even had this conversation. Right. And there are others who are starting to do some of this. A weird fetish subculture. But these people were the real deals.
Right.
Can I ask you a personal question, Dave? Sure, whatever you want. If a gay man gets sexually aroused by the sight of another man's body, does that mean you ever get turned on by your own? By looking in the mirror, I mean. Is that enough to give a gay man an erection? Oh, yeah, sure, that happens all the time. I think.
I think.
And of course, they're just like, he's delusional, think, oh, this is going to turn out right.
Yeah.
And of course, now we see about, like, I had to give it up. Because he feels like there's real deals out there. They don't need me.
Yeah.
Oh, but then we see, like, Johnny Genevieve's kid is the one buying the books. So that's red mist, in other words.
Yeah.
But here, it's kept hush-hush.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of made it more known who he was in the movie.
Yeah, so here, though, it's actually kept as a secret. So many, and so how many do these pricks take us up to? Loomis and friends mean 22 guys in the last 6 months, Mr. G. And you have to be sure they've been taken out by the same 2 people? So yeah, to try to figure out what do we do? And of course they say, is it this kick-ass kid? Nah, just some asshole. Said his website's he's hanging up his mask. You sure? These are 2, and these other 2 are professional, John. The kid couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. Fuck. Today I won, but yeah, to try and figure out what to do. Oh, but then one of the guys they're looking for, you ain't gonna fuck me over, are you? Because he gave him a whole bunch of names and addresses. Oh, and crush!
Yeah.
What a fucking douche. I'm sorry, every time I hear it, I keep on hearing Chloe Grace Moritz's voice.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Oh, and then we get Red Mist. Yep,
Oh.
him just following around. We think somebody, like he calls himself Red Mist. The reason I hate him is because he became this massive overnight celebrity. I've been laying low since the Eddie Loomis murder, but he was out there taking down drug dealers. But yeah, of course, now he's starting the game, so he decides, fuck it, I'm going to go out there. Yeah, so yeah, he admits he's an attention whore.
That's
Oh, yeah.
great, though.
100%.
They got the shirt Red Mist greater than
Yep.
us.
Of course, hanging out with her and Courtney claims, I'm just scared to tell Dad about the gay stuff. We never actually had a gay guy in the family before. One thing I've learned from all the volunteer work is how much people can surprise you. Oh, God, dude, you're making it worse.
Oh, God.
Am I right?
Uh-huh.
That's too funny. Yeah,
Of course, then
definitely
when-
makes it worse.
He did something else. He does his own MySpace page, gets more people and everything. So he's like, come on, let's meet up. And sure enough, they're like, where the hell did you get off saying you made up that webpage shit? Huh, Jesus, listen, you would never believe how much they misquoted me, man. I actually name-checked the hell out of you to those reporters. What? Seriously, this whole superhero thing's been bubbling away for years, but you were the first to get out there and have the balls to do it, man. I'm your biggest fan. This is like meeting Elvis or something. The Mistmobile. You could tell something's off, of course.
Oh, for sure.
I do like this thing covered his nose so you can't recognize him
Right.
Yeah, it makes
from
it
earlier.
Yeah, you can't.
And that nose it really stood out.
Right,
yeah.
it does make a difference. That squeezes that thing nice and tight.
Exactly. Totally reshapes his head.
Yeah.
You like Daddy Elfman? I love Daddy Elfman. So he's already like, we're new best buds. It's like, Dave, you are that much of a loser, aren't you? But then there's a fire going on. So he's the one who runs in this time instead of Mist, like in the movie, if I recall. And
Yeah.
turned up, it was just to save a pet, a kitten. And sure enough, but they almost get killed, but the firefighters, get them out of there. And sure enough, they're both heroes. Of course, we promised the cop we quit this shit. It was way too late to get sensible now.
Right,
Yep.
you're already deep in. You can't just stop now.
Yep. Oh, now they want to invite him in because they actually showed he can do stuff.
Right. He actually didn't fail at his task.
10 and 10 and a fourth. Daddy, I'm scared. Don't be such a baby, Mindy. Nothing getting shot hurt? Only for a second. The fourth of a bullet takes you right off your feet. But it's really no more painful than a punch in the chest. But I hate getting punched in the chest. You'll be fine, Sugar Plum. Of course, it was Kevlar.
Yeah.
Of course.
The Kevlar's crying more than you are, baby. So yeah, they're basically then we hear the story about how all this training him since she was little. I don't need toys, I don't need friends, I don't need school. Daddy tells me everything I need to know. Takes down these guys, kicking all kinds of butt, and then I love this. Clint Eastwood's birthday, Clint Eastwood Jr., the dictionary definition of a Democrat. A fucked up prick who marches for the rights to murder babies, but hold candlelight vigils for serial killers. I'm sure some right wingers would look at it that way.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
And of course, this is where we're going to be getting some that we're finding out like Red Mist and Kick-Ass and Red Mist. They feel like we need more people to help us. The more likely to make a team to take them all down.
Right, they don't think just the two of them are going to actually do anything.
Right.
Yep. Your dad's out on a date. A date? He told me he was doing an extra shift for Christmas money. I guess he was lying, kick asshole, because he's out on a date with some woman he met online. Look, why the fuck are we even talking about? Who are you people? And this is where we're hearing stuff about try to kill his he was a cop, tried to lean on him, killed his wife and tried to kill her and kill both of them. And as he went on the road, run to and train to take out the mob, that old stuff, which in the movie, as we know, was true.
Right. Okay.
Of course, now he feels like, ooh, this will be cool. Meets up with, even makes the offer to Red Mist and everything. Of course, he feel like, I think he's blackmailing us. Hell yeah, he's blackmailing us. But he feel like, nah, but this might be cool, so let's do it. But then he tries to tell him, I've been kick-ass all along and I'm not gay. At least in the movie, she went in her room.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But here, she didn't hear a damn thing.
that's crazy.
Yep, of course, they feel like the two clowns off the internet to help us take down the mafia. Why the hell am I doing this, Mindy? There are serious killers we're up against. We're supposed to be avenging Mom. I'll tell you why we're doing this. Because you're the funnest dad in the world. So yeah, they're heading up there, but then, oh! What the fuck?
Jeez.
Help us, kick-ass. Are you shitting me? This prick can't even help himself. Now, of course, again, the movie, they realized the actor they got was way too nice a guy. They couldn't make him be this asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck down. Now, this is where we're going to get the first major change.
Okay.
What's in the case? You got money in here? What's the fucking combination? 1, 2, fuck you. It actually hurt, you prick. That was hardcore, Dad. She's totally fucking dead. You motherfucker, you piece of shit. You got no one to blame but yourself, asshole. You might have trained her how to shoot a gun, but she was still just a kid in a Halloween costume. But then when they were told about, my dad was really impressed how many hits it took to knock you out, kick-ass. How the hell did you do that? You a boxer or something? No, just metal plate in my head. I was in the hospital a while back, and they put them in there on an operation. What are these guys doing? Turned out he was pretty impressed with me today, too. He always thought I was a burp up, you know, the spoiled bitch who spends all of his money in comics and figures. He's been after these guys for months, so he's really in a good mood now. I'm pretty good at this shit. I told him I'd be able to trap you guys. Oh, jeez.
Oh, shoot.
Zapping his balls.
I'm pretty good at this shit. And then starts wiring.
See what I mean, though? This guy's more of an asshole, a psycho.
Yes, for sure. He just wants to hurt this kid.
Yep. But then, of course, we tell them what they hear is the origin. I don't remember any pissed off ex-cop. Me either. Who the fuck you working for? I'm an accountant. What? I wasn't a cop. I was a number cruncher for a credit company and married to a wife who fucking hated me. Are you satisfied? I hated my friends. I hated my life. So I ran away with my baby girl and built myself a new one. I'm a fanboy, Dave. Just like you. Minnie died having no idea, but I'm just another asshole. Bullshit! Check the case. Comment 2843. That's how I've been playing the last 10 years. Selling my back issues on eBay. You telling the truth, Dad? There's got to be $1 million worth of comic books here. Why the fuck would some comic nerd come after me? It doesn't make sense. Why don't you pick my boys, asshole? Easy. We needed a villain. I just wanted to give Mindy an exciting life. I didn't want her to grow up watching American Idol. I wanted her to be special. Yeah, well, now she ain't gonna grow up at all. Kill the fucking pair of them. Mr. Genevieve, please listen to me. I'm 16 years old and I've never even been in trouble before. Well, look at it. Well, you're sure shit in trouble now, kiddo. So, what do you think of that?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, but no way in hell it doesn't work for the movie. Even Millar knew it.
Right. There is no chance.
No one would have handled it, especially that was Nick Cage in the role.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Not at all.
And look, I mean, there's being cynical, but this is way too much.
Way too
That
much,
is
yeah.
way too fucking much.
That's why they kept it. Oh, no, it's the actual origin.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that is the real deal right there.
Because it's easier for people to accept. And this one, you will lose all dignity. And you feel like Mindy is, well, how dare you? At least having people for revenge, you can justify it to a degree. Still crazy, but...
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like, it's still at least justifiable.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
this just goes way above and beyond. Like, this would tear her down, if anything.
Right.
Or make her super crazy.
Yep. Of course, he then taunts these guys to beat the crap out of him. Why? So that the chair would break and he can get up.
That's awesome.
Up. And nobody but would have worked until she's alive.
Yes.
Yep. I saw you die, you little bitch. I saw you take 100 bullets. I got Kevlar down to my underoos, dickhead. But yep, they make their way up and like, who is this? Just a little kid in a Halloween costume. Bump it. Okay, let's get up there and kick some fucking ass. And final issue.
That's an awesome panel, though.
Right.
Yep. They're heading on up there and what are you doing? Activating condition red. Dad gave me this for emergency and would say it would give me strength of 10 men. Is that cocaine? Don't be a lame brain kickhead. It's a super secret chemical compound designed by scientists. It's cocaine.
No, my little kitty bag. I think I'm.
Yeah, I think I'm coming up.
Right.
You ready for this? Hell yeah. They fried my fucking testicles, hit girl. Get point. Holy shit. For my dad and your balls.
Jesus.
Johnny, come on. We got to get you out of here.
That's sick, though.
That's right. Run, you fuck, you guinea fucks. How does a 10-year-old girl get her hands on a flamethrower? eBay. You're looking for red fits? Miss, my guess it'll be locked in his bathroom, which according to Dad's all floor plan at the third door on the right. What about you? What are you doing? What do you think? It's fucking clobbering time! Red Miss, Chris Genevieve, get your ass out here, you cowardly little shit! What the fuck? What the hell you do? And what the hell am I doing hiding from you? You're a fucking asshole with a stick, for Christ's sake. Yeah, and I'm gonna smash your goddamn brains in. Oh yeah? This your big man-to-man? This your big Harry Osborn versus Peter Parker moment? Well, I got news for you, dude. I'm the one standing here with the 45. Now get out of here, Ann.
Oh,
Your old man was right about you, asswipe. You are a fucking pussy.
Talk too fucking much.
Yep. Oh. Oh. What the hell's wrong with you people? She's a 10-year-old girl and kid, for Christ's sake. Oh. Hit girl, what's going on in there? I don't know what the hell your old man put in your head, but the little kids just can't fight grown-ups. Uh-oh. Oh, just pick on some of your own side. What the fuck? Take it easy, boy. He doesn't have the balls. Sweet Virgin Mary. He shot me in the fucking tongue. Yeah, well, tongue you, asshole.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yep. What the hell? Did you give me a hug? My daddy just died, so the adrenaline finally dropped out.
Right.
Oh.
No, she's gonna
35 stiffs were found in the building, and just like every other time Hit Girl took a life, the whole thing was blamed on gang-related violence. The cops knew something was going on, but word online was that he actually kind of liked it. Hit Girl and me became legends on those forums. We were Batman and Robin, Green Arrow and Speedy, Wonder Woman and that. Not finishing that. But Hit Girl's ambitious died with her father. She went to be Mindy McCready for a while, so we tracked down the mom she had never stopped searching and gave her back the baby she was missing. So even married the investigating officer, and together they made up for a lost time like you wouldn't believe. She finally got to do all the things little girls were supposed to do and never raised her hand in violence again. Well, except for that one time at her new school when the idiots tried to start some shit. Lunch Monday, bitch. You deaf, you little freak? He said, give it your fucking money. And the less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, God.
she then tells him, I'm not gay. And that she loves him. Fuck you. Oh, God, it doesn't take. You manipulative little prick. How dare you make a fool of me like this? Tell them beat this kid, beat the hell out of this kid. So we see it was his dad screwing that one lady. Turns out then 15 abusive texts from Katie's friend and a photo of her sucking the guy off. And he admits he jerked off to it.
Oh, my God.
But I don't feel too sorry for it. But don't feel too sorry for me. I've gone from loser to cultural phenomenon in the space of 6 months. Superheroes are where I used to hide because real life was dull. But now life was just as cool as anything happening to Peter Parker or Scott Summers. I started a trend, and all across the country, a whole gang of imitators were dressing up and fighting crime because I made it fashionable. I'd reshaped the world the way I'd always wanted it, and it doesn't get that much better than that. Top 4, please. No problem. Something special going upstairs? You can read about it in tomorrow's paper. But then, Red Mist, Eddie says, as a great man once said, wait till they get a load of me.
Oh, jeez.
See what I meant?
That's, yeah.
That was the other drastic thing was Katie.
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy, though.
I'm
Like,
sorry, that was, and this, I'm glad they made the changes.
Yeah,
It was needed.
Yeah.
Big
That would've
Daddy
gone
and the
over
stuff
well.
with Katie needed to be done.
Yeah, they would not have gone over well in the live action. Like
Not at all. Even this part here. One, he deserved it, yes, but you don't want to end on this.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. You really don't. But
Look,
still,
he deserved it, though. You gotta admit, he deserved it.
yeah, of course. But still, you don't want to end on that. No.
And how pathetic is it that he jerked off to it?
Exactly. That makes
Like
it 10 times
Luther.
worse. That
Oh,
makes
yeah.
it 10 times worse.
So what did you think of this compared to Secret Service? And how it was compared to their movies?
I think this was definitely more of a 1-to-1 minus the
Yeah.
changes, but I honestly think the other book was a little bit better in terms of like the writing and the plot and everything.
I think because Matthew Vaughn made it much more, he was more directly involved with plotting the other one and probably convinced Millar, don't be this cynical.
Yeah, exactly. Like
This is beyond cynical.
right. This is definitely way more cynical, but it's also like I don't know, self-pleasing.
Edgy for the sake of being edgy.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's like a self-pleasing thing, I guess. Like I don't want to say the actual words, but like that's
Right.
kind of what it seems like to me.
What about you, Steph?
anticipating the gore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gore for gore's sake with no hope involved, which
Right.
I
And
like.
cynical for cynical's sake too.
Right.
Right.
Right. I like a little bit of a hope with some characters. Like none of the characters in Kick-Ass had hope, but that translated into the movies as well.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
as severe, but
Like Hit
it
Girl
did.
was the
I
only one
liked-
that seemed positive about anything.
right.
Now
I-
granted, Hit Girl
I
was probably the
like-
best part of this, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Same with the movies though.
Yeah.
She was like one
Yeah.
of the best parts.
She was. I love Chloe Grace.
Chloe
Moretz.
Grace Moretz. Yeah.
She's great. And yeah, I liked them both. I liked Secret Service a little bit better.
I did too. But I think
Yep.
the other books for this will be really good too when we get there.
Yep. Well, yeah, because there's the Hit Girl, Kick-Ass 2, and Kick-Ass 3. And by Kick-Ass 3, it starts to take more influence from the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Instead of the
imagine.
other way around. Yeah.
But sometimes I keep forgetting that Hit Girl is 10 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I
she's
know.
so young. Big Daddy's got her doing cocaine and all this other shit. Like
Yeah, the cocaine stuff, you're like, what?
Right though.
Now that, though, wow.
Cocaine. Yeah, that is actually a really
Yeah,
sick
those-
page right there.
The colors help it.
The colors are what make it insane. But then, like when you look at the bottom panel, the bodies being incinerated, things
Yeah,
being
wow.
incinerated in the flame.
But
look
still,
insane.
the proportions are very off in that top one.
Yes.
My favorite art from the Kick-Ass was the flashback scenes of her and Big Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite stuff.
Right.
Yep. But yeah, Big Daddy, again. I hate him in here. I hate him in here.
Needed because his storyline now just it makes him look like a scumbag.
Mm.
It does.
Out her in harm's way just to like be a self-fulfilling thing.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like,
Exactly. And now he's good. Somehow he's good at what he does.
of
Mm.
course. Well, when
How
you
did the
don't have
accountant get this good?
because he doesn't care about anything else. Like all he did was watch the fucking movies and then use the money he has, or watch the comics, use the money he has to replicate that.
Oh, gee, look what she got for her for Christmas.
I know, right? Right. I liked these art scenes though. I liked
did
them a
too.
lot. Like the dulling of it to make it like a flashback.
Yeah,
and
to kind of show that it's not the
I liked
current.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like present day.
Exactly. But again, overall, the movie is better. The movie is way better.
Well, you get a little bit more detail in the movie too about some of
Yeah.
these events.
And again, they cut back enough. Now, some could say, does it make it lighter? Yes, but it needed it.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of this is way too over the top to actually keep in.
Now, I guess, which death was better for Genevieve? This or being hit by a rocket launcher?
I think the rocket launcher. This was actually fucking crazy.
At least Kick-Ass killed him.
Exactly, but to me, this is such a crazy panel. Like she put all her force into that. Her legs
Look at his eyes.
I know.
He's so caught off guard. He's not expecting to die from a 10-year-old using a freaking hatchet in his head. It's like a
Mhm.
straight up butcher knife hatchet.
Right. And they probably had to change it because of the change with Big Daddy.
Right.
Yeah, they had to.
How gory it is too, though.
Yeah.
Yep, I did like this, though.
Yes.
This, I wish they had him more like this in the movie.
Right.
Yeah, this was a pretty good scene too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just scared looking at all the bullets raining down.
Oh, yeah, just see, my daddy just died. It's like it's finally hitting into her.
Right. It just hit, but they can't stop anymore and they have to keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Now, they do make it clear that, and here it seems to set up, oh, she's going to be perfectly normal. She doesn't know how to be normal.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
This
That's
is
the whole
all
point of the
she's
Hit Girl
known.
book when we get to it.
Yeah, this is literally like all she's known now.
Exactly. In fact, yeah, she just can't be normal. But I guess, her mom being alive is probably the one thing that this does better than the movie. Because obviously that meant they had to kill her off. That's probably the one downside was changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because her mother being alive is actually necessary for the rest of the series.
Yeah, well, it just makes it. I don't know.
Gives us
That-
some lightness.
It
One
does.
downside. That's the one compromise.
Right, it's like the one anchor, I guess.
Yeah, because, yeah, again, you needed the mom to die to make the origin story true. but then you lose her the character being here.
Right. You lose the lesson she's gonna teach it, girl. You know?
Yep. Well, it's more the case of first it's going to, okay, let's put it this way. First it's going to be a case of where she's going to try and keep it secret from her mom because she's afraid of her mom being like, her mom was a nervous wreck after all those years.
Of course.
So it's going to be giving her more motivation to try and be normal for her mom's sake.
Yeah.
You kind of lose that when you don't have the mom around.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel that same pressure.
But yeah, but again, overall, I do think this still is decent. Not great.
Yeah, it definitely could use some work. The artwork definitely could have used some work, but I do
It's John
still think
Romita.
overall,
Yeah.
you know, like overall it was good, but it definitely has its flaws.
Yep. But yeah, but overall, still, there's a reason why this got made into a movie still. I could say that. There's a reason why this got made into a movie. You could see why.
This
Yeah.
is still like a
Has potential.
7.5, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like story wise, maybe not art wise, but like story wise and character development wise, they did a lot in just the first book. It's like I would give the other book like 8.5. So it's not like it was that much better, but it was still just a little bit more cohesive.
Exactly.
I think that both of them are really good compared to their counterpart in the movie. You know, like the little changes are necessary, but they are still very good comparatively.
Yep. But I will say I'm at least grateful that at least the movie influenced the book, but didn't override the book.
See, that's what I was gonna say too. Like by the time you get to the third book and the Hit Girl story, now you're being influenced by the movie instead of the movie just being influenced by the book.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's unlike with Gary now being Eggsy, so that's like a complete override.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like a complete character change.
Yep. But yeah, so thank you both for joining in this. Thank you everyone for listening in. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Take care.
Hell yeah.